Hello and welcome back, or welcome to my channel. I've been wanting to film this video for like a couple weeks now, but it was the end of my spring semester, so I was a little bit busy. This chair's a little squeaky. So in today's video, I'm doing a sort of yarn haul. I also wanted to show some yarns that I got quite a while ago, honestly, like almost a year ago at this point. It was last summer that I got them, but I still haven't used them all. I was gonna post a yarn haul that included them, but I don't know. I guess I never got around to posting that video, so I'm gonna include them here, even though I've had them for quite a while now. A lot of the yarn is hand dyed, and a couple of them I have plans for already, so I'll share those. Oh, my little friend. And then hopefully I can fill up some more of my shelf over here. It's looking a little bare. I mean, I have plenty of yarn, but I purposely got a big shelf so I could store a lot of yarn, okay? So am I enabling myself? Yes, but it's fine. I want to start with the non-hand dyed yarn first, so then we can just look at all the beautiful yarn. Not that this yarn isn't beautiful. This is like some of my favorite yarn. So it's from Galler Yarns. This is their cute little logo. As you might be able to see, I have some of their yarn already on my shelf. So I've used this yarn before and I love it. Well, this is actually their Wow yarn. I haven't made anything with this yet actually, but oh my gosh, it's really soft. And so it's called Wow because it's like a worsted one-ply wool yarn. I got it in the undyed color, just the true undyed yarn. And then this is the sky color because I want to do some like sky and cloud maybe design with this. These are really, really soft. And yeah, all their yarn comes in these ginormous hanks. It's like so much yarn. Literally love. We'll pop these back here. And then the rest of the yarn that I got from Galler is their Heather Prime Alpaca, which is the yarn that I have used the most from them. I made my original design, my lacy dress, with their Heather Prime Alpaca, and it's just like so lovely. Oh, I think this is the exact blue shade I used for that dress actually. This is Summer Sky. This is just their white one called Flurry. I got two different shades of purple. This is Grape Smoothie. That's a great name. And this one is Purple Iris, and this is a beautiful, super deep purple. Wanted to use these together. I think they pair nicely. And this yarn honestly has, oh, I think miso needs to go on my bed. But I wanted to show that some of the colors have like a little bit of variation just because how the fibers pick up the color, I think. And I really like how it looks. It's like so beautiful, has like a nice heather look, Heather Prime Alpaca. This is the lemonade color. Oh, my perfect yellow. Like it's not too orange, it's not too like neon. It does have like a little bit more orange in some places, but like overall it just makes like a really pale, oh, that's so pretty. So these are all the colors I got. I already have some colors. I have like this purple over here, I have a green up here, and I have some other pinks that I'm using for projects. So I have quite a few designs planned with this yarn, so I got very specific colors. Oh my god, they're so squishy and soft. I'm gonna need to dedicate like a whole part of my shelf. Maybe I'll like organize my shelf after I show you guys all the yarn, and then I'll show the shelf at the end. Okay, so the next yarn I wanted to show, I got a package from Arcane Fiberworks. They reached out to me and asked if they could send me some yarn, so I said yes. And I specifically asked for this charcoal, and they're just like plain color collection. Plain colors, what is it called? Thinking so hard. Tonal? I have no idea. Anyways, I asked for the black yarn so that I could make a second sample of my Kore cardigan, which is finally in testing right now. I'm very excited. And I ordered some mohair to hold with it, of course. I'm very interested to see how working with black like mohair is, because everyone always talks about like black yarn is very hard to work with. I have worked with black yarn before, and it's not like the worst thing in the world. You just have to make sure it's lit around you, like don't use it in the dark because then it is hard to see, and it's kind of hard to like count the stitches. Actually working with it, I haven't found to be too difficult. So yes, soon I'm gonna cast on another cardigan with these yarns, and I'm very excited. Yeah, so this is their fingering weight merino base in the color charcoal. Seems really nice. I'm excited to work with it and see how I like it. Oh yeah, and the mohair is the mohair I main. It's the Drops Kid Silk. I get it from woolwarehouse.com, and this is just like in the black color. It's 02. And then I have a lot more yarn from Arcane Fiberworks. They were very generous and sent me a lot of yarn. So the first colorway I have is Let Your Dreams Blossom. I have 2 skeins in their sock base again. And then they also sent me some of their chunky base to try out. These are both 100% merino, I think, or actually this says it's, oh, okay. The sock base is 80 merino, 20 nylon, and this is 100% merino. The colors are super pretty. This is like different mauve, kind of light pinks and gray tones. So yeah, I don't really have plans for these yarns yet. I'm gonna have to make like, I could make like cardigan and like tank or like little top sets with them, honestly. I'm not sure yet. Next, I have their Cotton Candy Confections, and this is like really cute blues and pinky purple tones, kind of scattered, like really vibrant blue. It's really pretty. But yeah, this one you can see a bit more of the pink on it. And then again, the chunky base. This one is super pretty. It has more like speckles throughout it, some like areas that are more pigmented. This one's called Lavender Fields Forever. That's so cute. So yeah, it's mostly like pinks, lilacs, purples, but it has some like kind of spots of like brown speckles. Oh, there's like some blue right there. That's so fun. I love like creativity of hand-dyed yarns. You're like, they sprinkled some color right here and over here. I really want to try to dye my own yarn eventually, but like I do not have the space for that right now in my little studio apartment, so someday. And it's fun to see like how the bases take the dyes like differently, or like just how it's different, because this one has like a lot more purple, like it seems like, than the chunky base. And then the last yarn I have from Arcane Fiberwork is this colorway. This might be my favorite just because it's so like muted and pretty. It's called She Sells Seashells. Tongue twister. It has like really muted, pretty peachy pinks and some gray as well. Some darker tones like running through there. And then on this base, it honestly looks a little bit like brighter. Like the dye just turns out a little brighter on the 100% wool. It's just so pretty. Yeah, I don't know, comparing the two, like it's kind of brighter on this one. See, that's what I mean when there's just like differences based on like the fiber, obviously, when you're hand dyeing. I like that there's like discrepancy. It's not like always going to be 100% the same, but I just like handmade things, you know. So these are so pretty. Here's a look at all the different colorways I got from Arcane Fiberworks. They're so pretty. They feel really soft. I'm excited to work them up and see how I like it, but just from first impressions, these are really nice yarns. Definitely very lucky to have them in my collection now. Thank you to Arcane Fiberworks for sending them to me. And lastly, I want to show some other hand-dyed yarn that I bought, like I said, like around last summer or something. These are from J'adore Fibers. Pardon the pronunciation, but I love her account. Shannon is her name, and last year she came out with a Hello Kitty collection, and I just like, or like Sanrio collection, and I just could not help myself. Like they were all too adorable. This actually is the Hello Kitty colorway. I did get 2 hanks of it, and it's on her fluffy lace base. It's 74% baby Surrey alpaca and 26% silk, so it's incredibly soft. These have just been sitting on my shelf because like I just love looking at them. Like they're so perfect. I was originally planning to make like a shrug or something with it, and I still might. I don't know. I could make probably a whole cardigan though. There's like a lot of yards here. if it's like a cropped cardigan, you know. But it's just this really pretty pink and white, and it has some little spots of yellow, which I think is just so adorable. There's some more down here, and they're just so cute. And when I unpacked these, it came with like a bunch of like stickers for each yarn. So there was like Hello Kitty stickers with this one. And then another one I got is the Kuromi colorway, and this is on the fingering 80 merino 20 nylon base, and it's just like so gorgeous. The amount of work she put into this colorway specifically, I know, is so much, because she would go through and like dye all the little like pink parts first and then let it dry, and then go over top with the black, leaving out like little spots of pink and white, and it just like turned out so gorgeous. But I know she stopped making this colorway because of how labor intensive it was, so I'm lucky that I got it when it was available. But like, props to her for putting that much effort into her yarn. It like totally pays off. Like, these are gorgeous, but I don't blame her at all. And I just like, these yarns are so special to me. I love Sanrio and I love yarn, and I just want to make something with these that I know I'll get a lot of wear out of, so that's why I've been hesitant. And then this colorway arguably might be my favorite. I don't know, it's really hard to choose. But this is the Cinema Roll colorway, and I love Cinema Roll. Just like pink and blue together are my favorites, and this is like the most pastel like colorway ever. Like, it's just like the babyest pink. It's like really pretty like aqua blue on this just like creamy base. This is again the merino and nylon sport base. Oh wait, this is the sport base and this is the fingering base. I never realized I picked different bases for them, but they're both 80/20. Oh, but this one is superwash. Learning things. But just look at the pink and blue together. So gorgeous. Aren't her labels like the cutest? Has a little cat with a yarn ball on it. And then I actually did get one more colorway, but I already made a garment with it, so I'll show that. So the last colorway I got was the Kuromi one, and it was this super pretty green mostly with a lot of speckles of pink, and then just like really small speckles of kind of like red, and there's some like blue. Oh yeah, you can see like a little blue spot there on like a creamy white base. This pattern is from Got a Hook. I was testing it for her, so you can find that pattern in the description as well. This is a super cute top, like really good for summer. I made it last summer, so yeah. And this yarn was so great to work up. Oh my gosh, it's super soft, has held up really well. And yeah, I also had bought 2 hanks in this colorway, and then I ended up making like I made this little ribbon to wear in my hair with it as well. So yeah, you can kind of see some of the speckles here. So yeah, I loved this colorway a bunch. Like, I wasn't planning on spending that much money on yarn when this collection came out, because I have, at that point as well, I already had enough yarn in my stash. But I couldn't help myself. The Sanrio collection, like, are you kidding me? And all the colors are so good. Like, it was honestly hard to not buy more yarn. But I limited myself to 4 colorways. But that's all the yarn I received, and then some also old yarn that I just wanted to feature. They've all just been sitting in this box because I wanted to film this video. But now I can put them on my shelf. I'm gonna have to figure out how I want to organize everything. Okay, that's looking good. Wow, oh my yarn, it's so gorgeous. I love having just like a shelf dedicated to all my yarn, because as someone with horrible ADHD, if I can't see it, it basically doesn't exist. My yarn is important to me, so I do remember it exists, but it's a lot harder to remember like what colors and which types of yarn I have. It's easier to just be able to look over and like see it all for the most part. I do have some yarn like hidden behind here, but we're gonna have to talk about that. And yes, oh my gosh, it makes me so happy, especially like this section right here. I love these colors. I bought this brushed alpaca so long ago now, and I really want to make something with it. again, I always like buy nice yarn and I want to make nice stuff with it, and I will make nice stuff with it. I'm just like, I just want to do it justice. I'm just worried. It deserves so much. It has so much potential. I'll get there. But yes, I'm gonna cake this up because I need it for the project I'm currently knitting. Also, just a couple weeks ago, I hit 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel, so like, thank you guys so much. I kind of want to do like maybe a shorter like Q&A, get to know me video to celebrate that. So if you have any questions for me and want me to answer them, anything personal or knitting, crochet, crafting, anything related, leave them in the comments below. And just thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. Oh wait, I forgot about these yarns. Don't worry, I'm putting them away now. Okay, bye for real. Here's a closer look at my shelves. My babies! More! Oh no! My babies! Forgot about my babies. How could I? This one's my favorite. He's a little Shiba.